So I've made my pizza sauce, first pizza video, pizza dough, which I should have just ideally posted. And now the third thing I'm gonna show you, which I want to preserve for posterity, is my Mexican pizza. So we had this idea last week and everybody loved it. So I'm gonna show you the different steps. Same pizza sauce, same pizza dough, but what we do with the toppings is different. You'll see. So I have some onion and jalapeno diced for my meat, which is going to be like a taco meat flavor for the pizza topping. But what I also want to do is, like you would do with tortilla soup, I want to take some corn tortillas, slice them up, and fry them so they're little crunchy bits that we're going to sprinkle on top of the pizza when it's done. So first I'm just taking these and cutting them lengthwise into small little strips. They all don't have to be identical. Then I'm going to just cut this across two or three times to make them fairly small and bite-sized-ish. Okay, we're back. That's something else cooking. So what I'm gonna do is take these. My oil is nice and hot. When it's hot, you almost see the movement of the oil in the pan. So I'm gonna add these, a few batches, and let those get nice and crispy. If I have something to put them on, it's not too. This might help me take them out. Oh, they're getting nice and browned and crispy. Not browned quite yet, but they're definitely crispy. They're yellow. They're yellow to begin with. I need some salt because as they take them out, I'm going to salt them immediately. Give it a minute more. Okay, I had a taste test. That's nice and crispy. What I'm gonna do is just dish these out. Oh, hopefully this will be easier. I'll save my oil for the rest of these. There's probably an easier way. I don't know what it is yet. This is what you call improvising. Already. That's probably enough for my pizza. I cut up more tortillas, so I want to fry them all. You can actually use these for a salad. My daughter likes to take the meat and these Crispies and cheese and avocado and the pico and make a salad out of it. So these are good for her salad instead of croutons. Let's see. Dish out some of these others. It's going to take me forever. Okay, so I'll just throw in some of these others. This is the last batch with some jalapenos. I didn't intend to throw that jalapeno in there, but we'll see what a fried jalapeno tastes like. And then this, I'm gonna salt. Nope. The funny thing is, this is what I do all the weekend. I live for food. I plan my weekend shopping for food and making food. And then during the week, I just work. So I try to make it easy. So this is nice and crispy also, and I'm just dumping it on here. And by the way, I had this at about medium high, in that range, and the oil was nice and hot. I'm splattering everywhere. And it cooked for at least 3 or 4 minutes, each batch. So I'll dish out those in a sec. What I'm just gonna do is throw a little more salt on the fresh. I think you're supposed to salt them and season them fresh out of the oil. And where's my pepper? There we go, nice little dabble. And just to give you an idea, here's one I cooked earlier. Ooh, that's not, this is a new one. Can you hear that, how crunchy that is? That's what I want. Okay, this has been cooking a few minutes. I'm gonna add, and maybe this is about half a tablespoon, most of a tablespoon of garlic. You don't add that right away because you don't want it to burn and blacken. So if it's cooked in with these other vegetables, it's less likely to do that. I'm just gonna give it a good stir. I wish you were here to smell this. Okay. I'm gonna give it a minute. What I'm gonna do is add my meat, which is probably a pound. I think this is a pound. I think I've used the rest of it. Of ground beef. And I'm just gonna sprinkle this in here. It'll break down as it cooks. So what I wanna do is just keep cooking and stirring and chopping like this as this cooks. This is probably a decent time to start adding in these spices. Let me wash my hands. Okay, so what I like to do is season as I go. So more salt, pepper, and then what I should call the usual suspects, usual spices. Garlic powder, and I like a lot of that. Onion powder. Cumin, which is smoky, it gives it a really nice flavor. You don't have to use a lot. I'm guessing a quarter to half teaspoon from what I'm sprinkling in there. Oregano, that's also very strong, so you don't need a huge amount. I'm going to add, I have chili powder, it's just plain chili powder. You see a lot of what I do is just season to taste. It's just basically figuring out how strong something is, how much you like it, and how much you want to add. That's trial and error. Paprika you can add a lot of. You can add just a little bit of thyme. Those are the basic dry seasonings. And I'm going to continue to stir and chop like this until it's brown. Okay, so this is browning nicely, it's breaking up. It's not completely brown, but mostly brown. I like to make sure it's mostly brown before I add this, which is my tomato sauce, which is my hot tomato sauce. I was gonna say, you can add cayenne pepper to this if you want, or red chili flakes, but since I have jalapenos and I'm already adding some of this hot tomato sauce, I usually don't do that because I don't want to overdo it. I'm kind of a baby when it comes to heat index and capsaicin index, but I'm going to continue to cook this, and then a little bit later I'll taste it and see what other seasonings I might need to make this complete. Okay, while I was off camera, I added a little more chili powder, cumin, a little more salt, a little more paprika, and that was it, and I just stirred it. But usually you can do the taste test, which is what I do like this. Just take a little tiny bit and taste it. That tastes good. That's perfect. And it's just about perfectly browned. So I'm going to turn this off and we'll go to the next step. Hi, okay, so I have made pico, which I made in another video. I made my meat, my tortilla chips, pizza dough, pizza sauce. I've got my cheeses. I'll show you how to assemble it, but now I'm just gonna cut some avocado. So just to put on top, you know, fresh avocado at the end, after it's all cooked and all ready to go. So I just slice this in half, twist it, there you go. I think what you do is you cut and then you twist and pull that out. And I keep wanting to have an avocado tree, so I keep trying to save those. I just need to figure out how to grow an avocado tree here. Okay, so what I'm just gonna do is slice this crosswise and lengthwise to make little squares. And then what I'll do at the very end is just scoop it out. And I think once I have this, everything's ready to go. I just need to wait for everybody to get home so I can make the pizza. So again, this is just gonna scoop out, and that'll be on top of the finished pizza, but we'll show you. You know, everyone has different ways of keeping the avocado from oxidizing, which is turning brown, like lemon or lime juice, and some people just put foil on top or cover it. But you know what I have found was perfect, and it does it every time? Foil. I don't know what it is about foil, but in this case I do. So I just line it and put the edge of the foil all along the edge of the fresh avocado top, and it will not oxidize or brown. So watch me come back and it oxidized. But I have done this. This is my little trick. I even showed my mom. I've done this for a few years, and it was just an accident because I didn't have plastic to cover my avocado with. For some reason, this works to keep it from browning. Okay, we're starting to put the pizza together. So here's the crust. I have my little semolina flour underneath to keep it from sticking. I'm gonna put, oh, Dad's taking a walk without Mom. They're a little upset. That's what the drama is about. The drama. Thomas is having an issue. Dad's going for a walk without him. So I'm just ladling some of my tomato, spreading it around. And then the next step, okay, oh, Thomas is having his issue. Okay, so that's that. Now, I think I'm gonna put the cheese on next. I'm gonna start with some of my just Mexican cheese blend. Mozzarella, my good mozzarella always works. Ooh, there's a nice, beautiful bundle of that. Oh my gosh. Just a little sprinkle here, little sprinkle here, one more sprinkle here. Okay. Not sure where you left it. These are some little blobs of mozzarella that I had cut up from another pizza. Just sprinkle that on. Now, the next piece, oh, Thomas is having an issue. This is my taco meat that I just made. What I'm going to do is just drizzle, kind of spread it, not glob it. I'm making a mess. I'll clean it up. Or Thomas will clean it up. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to do, so this is a nice just little drizzle of meat all over. Because this is pizza, I'm going to drizzle some Parmesan. Okay, so I'm just gonna grate some Parmesan over the top. Now the plan is to cook this, and then we will add in some extra special pieces at the very end. So I'll put it in the oven next. Okay, here's a piece. Can you see it? It's kind of blurry. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of avocado, fresh avocado. Give it a little sprinkle. And we're gonna put a little bit of fresh pico. A little tiny bit of sour cream. A few little dabbles here and there. suppose, if I wanted. And one more thing, which is let's find little chippies. Okay, so there's the Mexican pizza. We'll get a feedback right now. Okay, there it is.
It's so bad. Don't eat it.
He hasn't even tried it. Okay, so there's the pizza.
All it needs, like, jump
Just
at
the way
you.
I made it.
God.
My dog's right here. My son's trying to cause a problem. And it's like soggy, but I'm gonna try it.
It's terrible. Highly don't
It's so
recommend
good.
this. This is for food poisoning.
Go away.
No.
This is outstanding.
This is how you die, food poisoning, children.
I gotta get this up. It's heavy.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's good.
Amazing. This is the best pizza I've ever had, and I'm a cheese pizza type of guy, too.
Nice. Thank you.